Hi, and welcome back to Melissa's Kitchen. I am your host, Melissa, and I've got a special treat for you today. On Sunday, we made beef tenderloin, and I had a very large beef, so I only used half of it. Today, we're going to use the rest of that beef to make 2 more dishes. What we're going to make first, well, we'll go make them at the same time, but first we have beef curry. My husband likes beef curry very much, and he likes it very, very spicy. So much so that you will not be seeing me tasting it throughout the show. Because my husband loves beef curry, and no one else in the house does, we will also be making beef stroganoff. Should be interesting, having both dishes going at the same time, but let's just get going. Let's move in a little closer because I got a lot of ingredients on my tray here. So, first thing we're going to do is turn on some heat. In both pans, we have some olive oil and butter going. We have some additional seasonings for the beef curry. And let's see if we can't get this stuff melted pretty quick. So you can see what we're going to do. Now for the beef curry, we have lots of vegetables. My husband loves all kinds of vegetables, so we have a lot of vegetables going in that. For the beef stroganoff, usually put mushrooms in. My daughter is really the only one who likes mushrooms aside from my husband, so we're not even going to bother with the mushrooms for that. So, probably should have turned those on a few minutes earlier. Get them going. So first thing we're going to do is put some onions in both dishes, pots, pans, so we can have nice tender onions. I'm just going to go ahead and get those started first. One over there, and one there. Let's turn my computer so I can see a little better. I am making 2 dinners at once, Ryan. Thanks for stopping in. I'm making beef curry in one pot and beef stroganoff in another. So wish me luck. Now, I'll give you a little clue. When making beef stroganoff, or beef curry for that matter, a lot of times the beef you use is like a chuck roast, and it takes a lot longer to cook because it needs that extra time to get nice and tender. But because we're using the beef tenderloin, it's going to cook up much quicker, and it's something that you don't want to overcook anyway. We got those going. I'm going to turn those down a little bit. Throw onions everywhere because that's just what we do. So for beef curry, we're just going to take chunks of beef. Doesn't matter their shape or size. My husband will eat them no matter how I cut them. Now for beef stroganoff, it's generally more of a thin and long cut, sort of like a fajita or a steak cut French fry. Out of the way. Not out of the way. out of the way. So hopefully we can get a nice browning on both of these pretty quickly. That's all they're going to take. If you caught Sunday's beef tenderloin video, you could see I cut it at the end with a knife. It was so tender. So these will still be that tender. Yeah, I cut those with a spoon, not a knife. Onions on there. Get these all going. Hey, Jameson. I am cooking two different dishes right now. I am cooking beef curry in one pot and beef stroganoff in the other pot. I'm using the rest of the beef from Sunday's beef tenderloin. So it's nice and tender, and it doesn't need that hour-long to cook. So I think after an hour, you'd be pretty bored with me. Plus, it's a really good steak and is very, very tender to begin with. No, the beef tenderloin that I purchased on Sunday for these dishes was about that big. So I cut it in half. The first half I cooked on Sunday as the beef tenderloin. This is the rest of it. Sort of. He pays every day, believe me. Don't want to neglect one pot for another. So these are just about done here in the curry. So we're going to start adding this is a garlic and ginger paste. We have peppers, habanero, and Scotch bonnet. So if you know anything about peppers, you know that those are very hot. Habaneros themselves are extremely hot. Scotch bonnets are about one step below ghost peppers. So I like hot things, hot wings, stuff like that. Not this. Yes, he's a very good director, actually. This is a curry paste that my husband makes. I'm not even exactly sure what he puts in it, but we always have a very large jar of it in the fridge. And then we have additional spices. We have turmeric, cumin, and coriander. Put this right in there. And then need a little bit of water and chicken broth. These stir in the back. They're coming along nicely. All right. So I'm probably going to need more vegetables, the water in with the curry. My husband makes his curry paste. Not even exactly sure what's in it. Probably a lot of coriander, cumin, garlic, ginger, turmeric, that sort of thing in there. They also make some that you can buy at the stores. I have to find out exactly what he puts in it for you. Good, thank you, everybody. All right, I'm going to move on with some more ingredients down here. 1 second, I can't quite reach. Bear with me 1 second. Arms were not quite long enough. So I'm going to add some flour over here. I know. And a little bit of white wine. Cool. Thanks, Jameson. We have all sorts of veggies going into the curry. That looks like a lot. There's potatoes, mushrooms, carrots, peas, green beans, pretty much anything you could, mushrooms, anything you could imagine is going into the curry. I've got a whole can of diced tomatoes as well. I'll give it a little extra juice and tanginess.
Thicken it.
And to thicken it too, yes. In case you haven't imagined or guessed, my husband is helping me camera. That's Rich. Say hi, Rich.
All
right. All right, so we're going to add a little bit more water over here. That goes down. I'm going to grab a lid. Let that simmer a bit. And then back to the beef stroganoff. We're just about done over here. Nice and thick. Now this is normally where you would add mushrooms, but like I said, I'm not a huge mushroom fan. Neither are my other 2 children who are homed with us. But we do love sour cream. So I'm just gonna...
Mushrooms, yuck. No, fungus is good for you.
My husband and my daughter love mushrooms. I'm not a big mushroom fan, and my boys are not mushroom fans either. So then we have the beautiful beef stroganoff. Can you hand me that paper by chance?
Okay, good trick. Oh, look at that.
Cameraman and assistant all at the same time.
There you go. Yeah.
Thank you. I also love a little bit of paprika in my stroganoff.
I froze.
Oh no. We froze. One camera froze. That's a good thing about testing.
Look.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
Well, I've already made a batch of egg noodles to go with the stroganoff. A lot of people like their curry over fries. My husband is English, so I'm sorry. Most people like their curry over rice, but my husband is English, so he likes his curry over fries. That's what I was trying to say. So now we have one beautiful beef stroganoff and one very large beef curry which my husband will eat over the next few days, most likely. If you go to the store to buy ingredients for the beef curry, one thing you can't forget, naan bread. It's not naan, like N-O-N, like non-slip. It's not nam, like nam.com. It's naan, N-A-A-N, and it is an Indian flatbread. It's soft and really good. I end up having to buy 2 packages because the kids always mug it from my husband. They're not the only ones.
It's crushed. It sucks.
So there you have 2 great dinners at one time. Let's see. Oh, fries sounds awesome. Thank you all for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this session of Melissa's Kitchen, and I hope you stop back. My husband is definitely going to enjoy eating his curry, especially as hot as it is. So tune in next time, and good eating and enjoy. Thanks.